Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the third episode of Yuru Camp. So, in the last episode, Nadeshiko decided to join the Outdoor Activities Club in their wonderful, large, spacious clubroom. And the only real activity they did together was setting up a cheap tent in the view of the other students and mostly embarrassing themselves. And in the case of Nadeshiko, also hurting themselves in a futile attempt to reach Rin. Because she, I guess, forgot how windows work, I don't know. But it was a painful lesson one way or the other. And because Rin wanted to just get away from all that craziness, she went on another camping trip. Unfortunately, her friend is a big tattletale and revealed to Nadeshiko where she was, and Nadeshiko crashed her camping session. So, let's get into the next episode. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. So what kind of stuff you got in here? And why can't I reach it? Well, what are you looking for? Was not expecting the robot toy, and that's probably gonna fall if you're not careful. How does this girl make it to high school age? Yes, I'm starting to really wonder that. Why is it so dark? Who turned out the lights? Oh, it's not over her head, it's just on it. Okay. Not the best tent I've ever seen. Wouldn't offer much protection against the elements, really. Well, I don't know. Some people do just camp out with just like a sleeping bag outside, so you could do it. Smaho. Smaho, smaho. Apparently, yeah, we're seeing a bit of a flashback to this segment. I'm gonna go see a friend. Whether she wants me to or not. That's how she got there. Many hours of driving later. Oh yeah, there's Mount Fuji. Always in the same spot. Though sometimes me and Claud do get in the way. So you kinda have to take my word for that it is there constantly. Even if it's not always visible. I think, and that's good enough, really. Goodbye. It's like, what am I gonna do with this girl? Yes, yes it does. Which is something Rin is not particularly happy about. Where am I again? She's around here somewhere, I'm sure. Nope, she's not camping over here. I thought for sure I'd get it right this time. And there she is. Well, there's a camping spot. And there's the opening. Once we got caught up from Nadeshiko's perspective to modern day. Do not be fooled, that is not the real Kumo. What about the other outdoor activities club members? What are they doing in the meantime? Come back, Red. I promise won't crash your camping sessions anymore. You know, they should try to camp on Mount Fuji, like the very top. That'd probably get you a great view. I have faith in Rin's ability to do that. Or camp in outer space if you really want a challenge. Wouldn't have to worry about bears. Wouldn't have to worry about your friend releasing a bunch of wild animals at you for revenge of letting her starve to death. Why would you put bunny rabbit ears on the dog? It's got nothing on ramen, though. She's like, I still haven't accepted you being here, you know. I would not trust you to do anything, Nadeshiko. Not after that window incident. Of course not. She'd be more exhausted than that if she did. Interesting nickname. Yeah, a real camping session. I'm prepared this time. Debatable. Yeah, some people do that. Don't sneeze with a sharp object in your hand, Anishko. She remembers the first time. Of course, you knew what my suggestion would be, just cuddle together for warmth, but nobody ever takes my suggestions. Of course, Renri is happy about Nadeshiko being there. You know, deep down. Oh, let me tell you. I don't think that's it. Yep, I would suggest where you can put it, but I'd rather this video not be demonetized. Or 5 hours. So that's what they're doing. Buying liquor, I guess. Yes. Close enough. She strikes me as a bit nervous. Wow. Ow. Wow, maybe the disco really will fit in quite there. Fit in well in that club. I'd rather just watch. This is far too entertaining. Well, I ran into some complications. Apparently it did, yeah. Really, after getting some money. Even though our new member isn't with us right now. Oh, whoa, whoa. I hear boiling, bubbling. Oh, the camera was inside there. You shouldn't do that. It'll burn it, break it, ruin it. What are you doing, Nadeshko? That just melts through the bowl. She is so silly. So it counterbalances Rin's seriousness. Yeah, you definitely want to blow on it first. Preferably until steam stops coming off of it. She's waiting for you to say Oishi. Okay, Umai works too. Okay. Yeah, you're trying too hard now. Yes, blow, blow, chew. Then it's doing its job, I suppose. Just rinse, repeat until it's done. Was this? Did I start to see a little bit of sweat coming off of her? Or a moderate amount of sweat? Hey, if it's clothing that makes scrolls strip, you know, I encourage more eating of it. That was a face. She probably could. Yeah, well, we remember how she ate that ramen in episode 1. Don't cut away, I want to know what she was going to say. Okay. I think there's no commercials. Yeah, what specifically? Oh, that, okay. She gave them a look of disgust, yeah. Which apparently wasn't even intentional. As she often does. Well, she apparently warms up to the idea. Yeah, baby steps. I actually got a smile from her. Yeah. Yeah, clearly some other people camping, but not a huge amount. Playing some background music. It's funny that the background music is coming from the phone. Maybe you will. But yeah, you might want to go to bed soon. It's a ways away. I know I couldn't. I set my alarm sometimes, I just usually ignore it. It was alright. Or eat some very warm food. And Rin is sleeping. They're the same dogs that attacked Rin last episode. That scene was hilarious. When the one was a little bit too short, and the other one just bam right into her stomach. Man, what human being would possibly wake up that early? Is she actually going to be able to wake up? Because it's one thing to say, I want to wake up at this time for this reason. But there's it's another thing entirely to actually get up when that time rolls around. Because once you're asleep, half asleep, the importance of it usually goes way down. Toyota. An egg McMuffin. It's quite the breakfast. Apparently she could interpret what she meant. Okay. Good sister. Best sister. Like, I may have woken up, but I'm gonna at least carry this with me. But don't get lost while you're half asleep. And don't take a nap halfway there either. My chair now. Oh, wow. What has Rin been doing in that chair? Did she fall back asleep? Looks like she did. Kind of defeats the purpose of waking up that early. Okay, she's not asleep. It's just, yeah, of course it's bright. It's the sun. Kind of the brightest thing in the, you know, in the universe. Rin, I wanted to sleep with you. I hope you don't mind. Which he apparently does not. So that's good. Okay, let's say there's no way that was the whole episode. Those nice doggies. That face-shaped barn thing. Other nature stuff. And she even has a space heater. And the food, you can't forget about the food. Or the Nadeshiko blocking the view of Mount Fuji. Friendship, love, mountains, mostly. Yeah, she knows her quite well. Not by choice, mind you. We know who the mastermind is, yeah. The cold is good for the health. Okay, that's definitely a plus, I'll give you that. Yeah, I definitely agree with their points, though. Yep. Well, maybe you should have come along as well. Naturally. Who? Sweet summer child. Yeah, she's not gonna tell you her secrets anymore. You might have to give her a good morning kiss to wake her up. I can't guarantee it'll work, but it's worth a try. Oh, wow. Calling her by name. Oh, now it really is over. Why do these episodes go by so quickly? I don't get it. Like, nothing happens and then it's over. I don't know, but I'd say my media player was just skipping ahead somehow. Well, I think there's at least a stinger after the ending thing, but... Still. Like, what even happened? They ate some food together. You know, Nadeshiko hunted down Ren before that. They drove there, of course. We got to get a quick tab on what the other outdoor club activity people were doing. Trying to get jobs and stuff. And then waking up for the sunrise. That was about it. I refuse to believe that takes 20 minutes. Yeah, this segment. What? Oh. Yep. Well. Yeah. Wow. The ice cream is bigger than Mount Fuji. If you like Mount Fuji so much, why don't you just marry it? Starting to sound more like a stalker. Or that, if you want to put it better. Fujiko. Well, it is like a real Japanese name, I think. Okay, so that was the third episode of Yuru Camp. I almost said Yuru Yuri. So, in this episode, we obviously continue with Rin and Nadeshiko's camping session, their camping session together. And they had a nice hot pot together, which warmed them up quite a bit to the point where they started stripping off clothes. Of course, Nadeshiko ate most of it, naturally. In the meantime, the other outdoor club activity people, where Chiaki and Aoi were apparently trying to get jobs to get, funds for the club, since they now have a new member, so they might be doing more activities from now on. And obviously trying to slowly get Rin to warm up to the idea of doing camping with a group, which is always going to be at least a little bit more lively than, you know, solo camping, but I'm sure she'll, you know, adjust to that because the series started with us a flash forward of what they will eventually be like, all of them together. So she's clearly going to go for it eventually. You know, even though she started out having just looks of disgust when the idea was even brought up. And yes, we got to see how exactly how Nadeshiko did get there, and how she apparently planned to just sleep in the car with her sister, which is an interesting way to camp, I suppose. It does qualify as camping even if you do sleep in a vehicle. But, you know, it is more traditional to be in a tent. Though her tent wasn't that great, we did see her set that up, and it had some issues, you know, not offering a whole lot of protection. Like a bear could eat you in your sleep and you wouldn't even know it just happened. But yes, Nadeshiko was able to wake up in time to see the sunrise, even though it obviously required a little bit of help from her older sister, but she got there, somehow. And after that, she just kind of went into Rin's tent and snuggled with her in the tent. So that's how that went. And yeah, that pretty much was the episode. I mean, this is a very slow-paced, relaxing kind of show. So it's not really a huge amount to recap, but another very enjoyable episode. I did quite like the touch where Rin's phone was like playing the background music. That was nice. So, thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.